For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 15 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 18. We start with a home game against Newcastle United, trying to close down the gap at the top of the table to Manchester United. And we have a game against Atletico Madrid in the meantime between then and the game against West Ham at the end of the second week of December. We are into December now, so the January transfer window not too far away. Maybe not in this episode, but over the next couple, we'll be contemplating what we're going to do in that transfer window, with it just being around the corner and us having a considerable amount of money to spend in it. But the league table is very tight. If we win this game against Newcastle, then we will go, again, joint top of the table with Manchester United. Got teams like Stoke, West Ham, actually, who will play at the end of the episode right behind us as well. Liverpool have dropped off the pace a little bit. Arsenal have boosted themselves up the table a little bit. And Manchester City were right up here at the top of the table with ourselves and Manchester United and have now dropped down to 12th. So they're in a horrendous run of form. It's really tight, though, from like the Europa League spots down to mid-table, so we'll only take a run of a couple of games and they'll be right back up there again. I do have, unfortunately, now Luke Shaw injured for 5 weeks due to a training injury, which is particularly frustrating, but out of my control, unfortunately, so not really too much I can do about it. So we'll just have to play on with things as they are. Of course, Victor Moses can fill in at wing-back, so that shouldn't be a problem. Squad rotation-wise, Bakayoko's also out injured, but only for a few days, I believe, rather than weeks. So we'll have to wait and see if he's... In fact, it might be 3 weeks, actually, thinking about it. I can't quite remember. I deleted the email before I started recording. But regardless, side will still be strong enough to beat Newcastle United. Hopefully good enough to get at least a point against Atleti, because we don't necessarily need a win. We don't necessarily need a draw. But a point would guarantee us progression through to the knockout stages. And then, obviously, West Ham is going to be West Ham. Big rivalry between Chelsea and West Ham. But we'll jump in. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too for more. And hopefully we can get some decent points today. Newcastle playing a 4-4-1-1 with Rob Elliott in goal. Mitrovic starts up top. Dwight Gale actually out wide on the left, which is an interesting decision. But we'll have to wait and see if his pace in that wide area will help them. They've got Giovanni Dos Santos as well in their starting lineup as centre forward. So plenty of attacking prowess in the side. We'll have to wait and see if they can actually use it though. Giovanni into Mitrovic. I said to Dwight Gale. Good footwork actually. Dwight Gale was... Oh, jeeps. How has Aspi missed that header? Dwight Gale starting on the left-hand side, but finding himself on the right-hand side there in the channel. Decent cross, but I have no idea how Dave hasn't been able to even at least challenge for that header. And Jack Colback hits the very top of the post and it goes out for a goal kick. That was worrying. Alonso in there to Fabregas. To Coutinho. To Willian. Morata is there. And I'll hit this early to try and catch the keeper out, which we haven't quite been able to do. Good feet. No, he's not saved it with his feet. Good hands from Rob Elliott there to grab hold of it and keep hold of it. Didn't quite get it as near to the corner as I might have liked with Alvaro there, but never mind. There's our first chance come and gone. Fabregas. Nice ball into Morata, actually. Coutinho's making moves. I'll look for him. That's going to drop to Hazard. Hit that first time. Good save down low by Rob Elliott. He's in good form here, the goalkeeper. Quite slightly disappointed in Morata that he wasn't able to keep possession, but I'll throw this short to Willian and just quickly knock it back here to Dave. And then Hazard is arriving in the middle, and he hasn't been able to win the header because Matt Ritchie beats him to it. Sesto, drop that onto his right foot, let fly, ooh, but not far away. Alonso in there to Coutinho, through the gap to Morata. I am going to need support here. We'll go Coutinho first, then look back to Alvaro, who will fire us 1-0 in front. That's a very good finish, actually. Hasn't been as prolific as I might have liked him to be, Alvaro Morata. I have had to rely on my midfielders a lot more for goals in this season than I initially thought I would have to. But that's a very good finish, and hopefully that might spark off a little bit of a purple patch for him. Right, can I squeeze that back to Coutinho? We can. Can we get a quick fire second? Oh, this is good. This is very good. Link-up play with Morata and Coutinho again. To be fair to him, actually, Alvaro Morata does have a number of assists to his name this season, and he's added to that there as well. So I guess his overall goal contribution hasn't actually been that bad. It's just putting the ball in the back of the net himself. But we're 2-0 up now in the 40th minute, and that, in just a brief matter of 5 in-game minutes, has really taken the game away from Newcastle here, unfortunately for them.
And it looks dangerous.
Oh, it's good football. Ritchie and Dos Santos linking up. Mitro's on his own. Right, okay, the game isn't quite as far out their reach as I thought. Poor positioning again from Antonio Rudiger, has to be said. Just not tracking the run of the striker whatsoever. Watch him in the middle. David Luiz is there on the edge of the box. Gets caught out by the 1-2. And Rudiger is nowhere to be seen, throwing himself at it because he's out of position again. Think Andreas Christensen... I initially had made the decision to put Andreas Christensen in ahead of Rudiger. But Rudiger had a good game in the last game he played. So I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll give him another run. Another opportunity. But another mistake from him there, which thankfully we already had a 2-goal lead, so it isn't too costly. But should they get themselves right back into this game now, then it really will cost, or prove to be a costly mistake. So Rudiger again throwing his first team spot into the balance. Free kick to come in from Giovanni Dos Santos here right at the beginning of the second half. It's not the best of balls. Marino knocks that back there too. Still can't quite get his name right. Oh, wow. Very, very close to a second there. Is it Palladino or something like that, I think? Or Palacino, their left back. I'm not sure. Dwight Gale coming extremely close to getting them that equaliser there. Marcos Alonso will head that away. Richie brings it down and Jack Colback has gotten them that equaliser. Now how costly does that mistake from Rudiger look? It's Newcastle fire back after going 2-0 down. It's not taken them that long at all, really. Periodically, I think that is his name. Periodically. I'm going to pause it and have a look because it's really annoying me because I actually have no idea who he is. Who are you? Periodically. Do you know who that is? I haven't got the foggiest. No pun intended because of the weather at the game, but it's now Newcastle 2, Chelsea 2, and this game, since like the 35th minute, has completely come alive. Kante inside to Cesc. There's Coutinho. We should go back to Cesc quickly to make sure that don't get closed down there. Morata. Coutinho's made a great run again, and Morata will find him. Felipe Coutinho for a third. 3-2 now here against Newcastle. Again, Morata with the assist. Perhaps I'm being slightly harsh on Alvaro Morata because he's clearly very much involved in all of my attacking play when he does lead the line. 2 assists and a goal for him. And I can't quite remember if it was Coutinho that got the assist for Morata's goal as well. So the two of them have made quite the pairing so far this season. Colback into Mitrovic. Waiting for the turn back inside that didn't come. Richie with a quick ball to Giovanni with the turn that's superb and it's 3-3. I should have thought Giovanni's left-footed. I should have read that turn coming. I'm so used to playing against right-footers. I tried to jockey to the left there with David Luiz to stop him from turning, and then before I knew it, he'd gone the other way onto his left and he's buried it in the top bins. God, what a game. 3-3. Coutinho through the gap there to Morata, around the corner to Hazard. And I'll try and dart inside. He's done well here. Hazard. Oh, good save by Rob Elliott. And Periodically can't keep it in, so he will take the corner. Cesc whips it. Oh, it's towards Hazard again, though, unfortunately. And it's, again, not going to drop to a teammate, unfortunately. Right, get this across the pitch quickly to Willian. There we go. Fired out to him. Now, can we beat Periodically to a turn inside? Yes, we can. I'm going to have to dance around John Joe Shelby. Morata. Oh, is that a foul? It is. Free kick in a great position here at the end of the game. Now, who on earth do I... Oh, no, don't take it quickly. Oh, spamming ages to try and skip this cutscene. Cool. Right, I'm not going to take it with Marcos Alonso. I'm not going to take it with Hazard. I might take it with Willian. I very rarely take free kicks with Willian, but he is very good at set pieces. So we'll see what he can do here. Oh, what a save! What a ridiculous save from Rob Elliott. That was destined for the very top corner. Gliding into there. Oh, that is world class from Rob Elliott. Superb goalkeeping. And he's come to punch that as well. It'll drop to Willian. Gets under control. Finds a bit of space. Oh, and I can't get the shot off because Henri Saive is too strong. We will get one more chance perhaps from this throw. Inside there to Coutinho. Again to Kante. Right, drive into that gap. And N'Golo Kante with a chance to win it for us. And he pulls the shot wide of the post. I can't believe he saved that free kick. I cannot believe he's clawed that away. There's the final whistle. A remarkable game. 3-3 draw here at Stamford Bridge. Both sides creating a number of chances. And how neither side has won it, I'm not entirely too sure. Perhaps a fair result is a point, although they scored all 3 of their shots on target, which is slightly disappointing. We'll jump now to that game against Atletico Madrid. Manchester City not playing against, or playing later against West Ham. So we'll close the gap at the top by a point to 2, but we are now not in unison with Manchester United.
Group stage for these two teams. Their 6th match in the competition.
Just giving that straight to Pedro there. Get it across here to MICHY. And back to Pedro. On the overlap arriving is Charlie Musonda. And, oh, what a start! What an unbelievable start here at the Wanda Metropolitano. We are 1-0 up. inside 2 minutes. A mistake from Atleti giving me the ball, just managed to squeeze it to Charlie Musonda, just managed to squeeze it across, and MICHY arrives at the right time to give us the lead. Now, if Sporting don't win against Shakhtar, then the result here is irrelevant and we will finish second in the group. But if we win this game, we will win the group. I've given it away again. I'm having to play James in this one because of the Bakayoko's injury as well. So, players that don't necessarily... Oh my God, surely not. I can't. How can I struggle the way that I did against Newcastle and against the side that beat me 2-0 convincingly the last time we played them, beat 2-0 up inside 5 minutes here against Atletico Madrid? This is unheard of. You can hear the Madrid fans booing as well. A remarkable start here for us. MICHY is on fire. Drink water out to Zappacosta. Charlie Musonda there down the line. I've given that straight to Carrasco though, who apparently has been fouled there. I don't really see the foul. I just kind of fell over. Oh, do you mind, Yannick? He's destroyed me there. Kevin Gamero. Oh, that hit the woodwork, didn't it? The footwork from Carrasco. That was old school Ronaldo-esque with the triple step over. And Kevin Gamero did smack one in with his left foot in the first game against us. He came very close to replicating that there. And we're still only in the 9th minute. What on earth is going on? Moses into Kennedy, quickly to MICHY. Little back heel there to Pedro. Put this back to MICHY, who's on a hat trick. I can't. MICHY Batshuayi has scored a 13-minute hat trick away from home against Atletico Madrid. I'm flabbergasted. I'm genuinely speechless.
Atletico Madrid now attacking dangerously.
Shouldn't have committed there, should I? Griezmann into Carrasco. Oh, he's just darted into the box and bends it just wide. He's a real handful, Yannick Ferreira Carrasco. I'm struggling up against him, I'll be honest. He's dominating me on that left-hand side. But we are dominating the scoreline, and I guess that's more important.
And now he's got the ball and a chance to
Gamero.
create something.
Driving into some space, Carrasco. Again, causing me issues. Into Gamero. Forcing himself towards the byline. Pulls it back. Charlie Musonda defends that very well, but doesn't get it away properly. Carrasco deflected. Oh, that was headed towards that top corner for a short while. Corners come in. Actually going to be Griezmann to take it. I would have thought they'd wanted him in the box. Keeper will come and punch. He literally punched that straight to Pedro. Quickly into Kennedy. MICHY is in the middle, and I'll bend it, and he could get there. Oh, great header from Jose Maria Jimenez. Charlie Musonda's got great footwork though, of course. And there's a McGeady spin and a finish, maybe? No, well held by Jan Oblak. Musonda, we'll use the right back first. I should get this to Pedro if I can. That isn't Pedro. That's Pedro. Hit that, Peders. Oh! What a strike on his left foot off the outside the post and out for a throw-in. Gamero. Gabby to Griezmann. Cross to Gamero. Changed the direction there, caught me out slightly. And again, he's looking to push into this area, in behind the defenders. He'll find Griezmann, across to Carrasco, and he's missed. Since I scored that third goal, it's been all Atletico, apart from that Pedro post hit. How it's still 3-0, I'm not sure, because they've had a number of efforts. Griezmann. Gets it through to Gamero, who's onside, and he tucks that away really nicely underneath the goalkeeper. Kevin Gamero pulls Atleti back into the game, 3-1 in the 55th minute. And considering I scored 3 goals in, what was 11 or 12 minutes, I can't really rule out an Atleti comeback here, can I? It has begun. Zappacosta. Oh, just reaches MICHY, poker to Pedro. Oh, good save, boy. Oh, good shot to MICHY. Oh, Jan Oblak. Just 3 minutes after they scored their first goal back, we very nearly got a 3-goal advantage back again. That's going to drop here on the edge of the box to Trevor Chalobah. I don't fancy him shooting from there, to be honest. Davide Zappacosta can't get past Carrasco either. Clearly, he's pretty good defensively as well as offensively, although he's given the ball away there. And does reach Pedro. Didn't think it would reach him. And MICHY's there. Do I go? Oh, I'm going to go left. Kennedy. Oh, but Pedro just didn't read it, unfortunately. He's going to turn back there. As the whole of their midfield shifted across the pitch. That's nicely into Pedro. I'll look for MICHY through that gap. I try and take the shot early. Oh, wow. It's just done exactly what Kevin Gamero did in the first half. Looking for that top corner, hits it from the edge of the box, and it smacks off the very top of the post. That's almost exactly the same as Gamero's effort in the first half. Wowzers, what a game! What a couple of games. This game, I bet the game against West Ham ends 0-0 with a chance each after this. Kennedy to Pedro. Pushing a lot of men forward here, Atletico, but they really don't need to. We're both, as things stand, we're both going through. This is us just fighting for top of the group spot. But, I mean, I guess top of the group could be important depending on how the other groups are going. But I think Barcelona were actually second in their group prior to this final match day. So actually finishing top isn't necessarily going to be the best thing. It's dropped beautifully for Charlie Musonda, who unfortunately can't finish. He might get there for a second attempt and hasn't. But yeah, we could come top and get Barca, and they could come second and get someone that's far more agreeable with regards quality of opponent. But we'll just have to wait and see. There's still 8 minutes for anything to happen. They could score twice, get a point, and top the group themselves, yeah? Godin clearly pushing a lot of men forward now, looking for the goals to get themselves back in it. Gamera with a turn back to Diego Godin and over the bar. That's why you don't throw centre-backs into striking positions. They've taken off Carrasco and brought on Fernando Torres here, against his former team, of course. But hopefully Fernando won't be able to do anything. There is minimal time remaining now for Atleti to get something from this game. Luis with the ball into the middle. Knocked down. Big first time hoof out wide to Wanfran, but it's a beautiful pass. And the cross is deep, and it might reach Torres. Christensen heads that away, and that might be the end of the game if I can get this off the defender. Not yet. Yes, no, it is the end of the game. 2 outstanding games of football there. Newcastle United ends 3-3. MICHY, I still can't fathom how he's managed to score that hat-trick in the time span he has, but we end the game 3-1 victors and will top the Champions League group. And Shakhtar lose to Sporting, so Sporting will go into the Europa League. We will top the group, and Atleti will finish second. Who will get in the knockouts, I'm not sure, but now West Ham. After playing a number of sides with 5 at the back, we're now playing a lot of teams that are playing 4 at the back. It's a 4-2-3-1 from West Ham here, so matching my formation. But they've got Rafinha, formerly of Barcelona, out on the right-hand side of their front 3, with Michail Antonio, who's very good this year, up top, spearheading their attacking line. Arnautovic on the other side. It's a very strong West Ham lineup. This will be a difficult game. It's Lanzini backing in and then turning it back to Arnautovic. No, can't get it off him with Angolo Kuyate out wide. Unfamiliar position for him, but in there to Antonio. Could go back to him. Didn't. Into Lanzini, a nice little 1-2. Michail Antonio with space, and Courtois holds on to that very well indeed. First chance of the game, first real clear-cut chance of the game. Goes West Ham's way, but we're able to stop it. And actually, I could be in behind here at the other end. Hazard up against Zabaleta for pace. There's only one winner in that argument. And pull it back. Oh, wow! Felipe! They have their first chance at one end. We fire up the other end, and Coutinho bangs it off the underside of the bar. Brilliant run from Hazard. Superb cutback, and Coutinho, I'll be honest, nearly missed it, but it does end up in the back of the net. We are 1-0 in front. As well to get away from the defenders. Morata had to watch the offside shot there. Oh, it's a lovely ball around the corner. Coutinho surely for 2. The partnership between Coutinho and Morata is just telepathic. There's no other way to describe it. The two of them are just superb together. I know Coutinho was a controversial signing, but he could not have been more influential for us in this season. By far my best player this year, followed close. Well, he can't be by far and then follow close to, but you know what I mean. He's been a standout performer, as has Pedro, of course, who's always stepped up to the plate whenever I've needed him to. But Coutinho, hands down, the player of the season so far. David Luiz, looks like he's picked up a knee injury here. This could be quite problematic. He's going to have to come off, and we'll throw Rudiger on. I actually started Christensen ahead of Rudiger in this starting lineup. I may, if that's a long-term injury, I may end up having to recall... Oh yeah, his knee buckled underneath him. I may end up having to recall Kurt Zouma from loan. I mean, I may end up doing that anyway, because I would like Kurt Zouma back at the club, considering he's not growing whilst out on loan. And I could get him some first-team football here ahead of Trevor Chalobah and send Chalobah out on loan instead. But still, especially if David Luiz is out injured for any considerable period of time, Kurt Zouma will be returning to Stamford Bridge from the Britannia, although it's Bet365 stadium now, isn't it, I guess? But still, he'll be returning here from Stoke. West Ham had an opportunity there, but it wasn't really very well taken. Our 2-0 lead, not really... Oh dear, hang on. Not really come under too much threat thus far. But if I'm going to be giving the ball away to them in quite ready fashion, then I might cause myself some more problems. But we're all right. Thibaut Courtois on hand.
to switch on the
Chicharito.
attacking power in this
Oh no,
situation.
please don't reach him. Oh, just the weight of pass. Oh, he's offside. Oh wow. The weight of pass was perfect. Inch, millimetre, perfect. But the run was not offside. Cesc to Coutinho. And cut this back to Cesc. Then look for Morata. We could be in for a third here. Turn the defender. Oh, Alvaro, please. Nicely finished off. Good move that. Good goal as well. Chelsea 3, West Ham United 0. Had some chances in this second half, including getting the ball in the back of the net, but it didn't count. Arnautovic has been called offside twice more since then, trying to get through one-on-one. So they have been pushing to get themselves back into it, West Ham, but nothing has come together for them here. We've scored a number of goals in today's episode, and to be fair, we have done all season long. It would be very nice. It would. Let me just get rid of this first. So I said that I was about to say that in a previous game and ended up conceding. It would be very nice to get a clean sheet for the first time in what feels like an age with this Chelsea backline. But there is still time for them to do something, and they might do it. I did the same against Shakhtar. I was like, I'd love to get a clean sheet. Last couple of minutes, bang, they score. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to keep a clean sheet. It's just not allowed. 3 goals we've scored in each game, though, and so long as we keep scoring at that rate, it doesn't matter if I'm conceding goals, to be fair, because we will just quite simply outscore the opposition, which is what has happened in 2 of today's 3 games. But obviously, we conceded 3 against Newcastle. Are you onside here, Alvaro? I've no idea. I'll shoot anyway. No, he wasn't. Everybody's offside in this game, it seems. But the final whistle is not too far in coming now. I'm so disappointed again. I haven't been able to keep a clean sheet. Literally, as soon as I started talking about it, I ended up jinxing myself. Andy Carroll with a turn. In there to Arnautovic. Dinked forward. Get rid of that, please. Christensen's been very good. Rock solid at the back. Very impressed. I am going to continue to start him ahead of Antonio Rudiger. But there's the final whistle. It's a win for us in the league after only picking up a point, unfortunately, against Newcastle. But 3 goals scored in every single game that we played today. We're in great form. We'll look to continue that throughout the rest of an extremely busy month of December. I'm just praying that David Luiz isn't out for too long. We will find out. Eden Hazard picked up an injury in that game as well, but was able to play on. So I am slightly apprehensive about coming back to the menus now. Drop the video a like, by the way, if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of the content. There'll be another series starting soon to replace The Journey. Don't you worry about that. Not revealing what it will be just yet. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, is it even going to load? Injured. Eden Hazard is out for 5 days. That's good. David Luiz is out for 3 months with a broken ankle. Oh, I just knew it was going to be... He was holding his knee. Well then. Dear Kurt Zouma, would you like to come back to the club? Because I'd very much like to get you... Can I please tell me I can record? Record from loan for £595,000. Yes, Kurt Zouma is back to replace David Luiz. Okay, he's ready for use in the squad. Kurt Zouma will be playing in the next episode. But for today, that's going to bring us to a close. We are still 2 points behind Man United as they continue to win games. But we are within touching distance of them, which is the most important thing. City, Liverpool, Arsenal and Spurs all still languishing down in the mid-table. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a 2-way battle for the title. We'll just have to wait and see. Drop the video a like, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you next time.